So many people have been asking where our carrots are at New Pioneer Food Co-op and in Shares. And this is one of our fall carrot plantings, and it is about 2/3 of an acre. We have another field about the same size that looks even better over there, and we have another field that's about the same size to the south. So we're sitting on almost 2 acres of carrots that are pretty much ready to come out of the ground. And why do we not have them? And the answer is that we have not dried out since September 1st. We've had rain pretty much constantly since, and I've lost count, but we're probably closing in on 20 inches since then. We had another inch last night, so if you look at my footprints, I'm standing in wheel track. This is where the tractor drove, and look, I'm actually sinking into the ground where the tractor tire track is. I'm going to dig a few carrots. Normally we do this mechanically, but the ground is so tight and muddy that when you lift them up, that's what you get. So we can dig them if we do them by hand, but it is incredibly difficult and we would lose money hand over fist.
So in a normal year, when we wouldn't have these heavy rains, how many pounds of carrots do you think we would have shipped off the farm by now?
So in a normal year without the rains by now, we would have easily shipped 50 to 60,000 pounds of carrots by now.
And how many have we shipped out?
And so far this year we haven't shipped any wholesale carrots at all, and we have put them into CSA shares only twice. And the reason being, we've tried, this is actually the 6th planting of carrots right here. We had really cold weather in April, which prevented us from planting. And then in May, it got hot and it was really, really dry right away. And so our first 2 or 3 plantings did not germinate, or at least didn't germinate well enough to keep them. And the 4th and 5th plantings were pretty much the same. You know, it was like 90 some odd degrees a lot of the time. You can see that we do irrigate, so it's not like we're not trying. So here's a buried line of drip tape. We bury it right next to the row so we can keep the line really, really moist and wet. And even here, our germination rate, like you see this, like there aren't very many carrots in some of the lines, and it's because of the heat. I think we just cooked the little emerging seeds right in the soil.
So are carrots the only thing that are affected?
So carrots are not the only thing that was affected this year. We lost our parsnip crop. We planted that and it didn't germinate very well, so we replanted and it was in the heat and it didn't germinate well again, so we called it a loss. So we have no parsnips this year. Beets, for example, we have, if you were to have told me that I couldn't raise a beet very well this year, I would have been shocked because we've had very good luck with those over the years. But I think the same thing was happening. It was super hot and super dry, and they just didn't have any moisture to drill down to, and so they didn't make it. So we really haven't harvested and sold much of anything for wholesale beets this year either. We put some in shares. So it's not that there's a lot of crops that went in kind of late because we were waiting for the heat to break, or they went in early and died or failed, or it's been a tough farming year. The carrots look nice. I hope it dries out enough so that we can dig them. 2 acres of carrots. These were all hand weeded in the row. So,
How full are your coolers?
normally this time of year our walk-in cooler is completely full to the point where you can't actually put anything else into it without taking something out, and they are almost, it basically is just getting filled up during the week, and then we ship all of it the week of, and so there really isn't very much in there.
So the coolers aren't necessarily full of storage roots like they would normally
In a
be.
normal year right now we would probably be sitting on 40 pallets of storage roots in the cooler, and we don't have any. Like 0. Not even, we have like maybe 3 crates. So, but you know, and this is the thing that's happening with all that moisture too. You see that crack? The epithelial tissue of the carrot can't grow fast enough with all the moisture, and they're splitting. So we're gonna have a lot of splits. They're nice earthworms though.
Lots of earthworms.
Yeah. Not to paint a bleak picture, but it's been a tough year. That good?
So if you can, join the CSA for 2019 today. We could definitely use your support.
And for those of you who have been shareholders, and part of it is spreading the risk, and we recognize we're trying our best, and we've tried and we've failed at some crops. Our boxes have always had food in them. It has not always been the mix that I would prefer. I would love to give carrots much more frequently than we have this year, and I fully expect to be able to do that next year. The chances that we'll have exactly the same conditions next year, I would say are slim. They're possible, but they're slim. So we're giving it our best.
All right. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah.